Today is the era of speed and social media. We are plugged into so many outlets and devices we can get information and content from anywhere in the world, wherever in the world. Books can be purchased on Kindle or as an audiobook. Movies, TV shows, and music albums can be purchased off iTunes, and video games can be purchased digitally on Steam. We are a fast-moving society with fast-moving devices with no possibility of slowing down. And that is what bothers me. I, unlike my generation, don't like this overly technological dependent lifestyle. I am what you would call old-fashioned, more interested in the past and in the old ways. This doesn't mean that I dislike technology, just that we take things too far, I think. Music and gaming is my forte, so I'll leave that for later. First, let us deal with film and television. I grew up with VHS tapes and I saw them as the only way to distribute films other than cinemas. But then two things came into my life that I had never seen before: DVDs and satellite TV. Suddenly, at my fingertips, I could access any type of programming I wanted without having to wait for it on local airwaves. And if I wanted to watch a movie, I didn't have to watch it on my old Sony television, but on any television that my DVD player could hook up to, or my PlayStation 2, or even on my computer. The video and audio quality was far better than anything I was accustomed to on VHS, and I never looked back. Though I did record quite a bit of programming with my VCR while most people were recording with DVD recorders or their satellite provider. But then in 2007 came Blu-rays, an even more powerful and efficient disc for film and television. The audio and video quality had risen to even greater heights, allowing remastering of old content to be taken even further, along with the inclusion of more content as they could hold more data than DVDs. At the same time, it was becoming more and more popular to own film and television digitally. Apple made it possible for users to download TV shows from iTunes, and Netflix gave users the ability to digitally watch virtually unlimited content for a small monthly fee. This move made video renting chains such as Blockbuster go under as they could not compete with these services. Personally, I think these new innovations for viewing film is fantastic. I own several amazing series remastered on DVD and Blu-ray such as Lord of the Rings, Looney Tunes, The Muppet Show, and MASH, not to mention a lot of classic spaghetti westerns like Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Laredo, Rawhide, Wanted Dead or Alive, The Lone Ranger, Have Gun Will Travel, and The Rifleman. These series are now eternally preserved for future generations, as well as the older ones that watched them for the first time on their family's black and white TVs. Sadly, this is most likely the last thing I will be in favor of for this video. Let's move on to video games. I've been a gamer all my life. I've played on the 8-bit consoles, the 16-bit, the 64-bit, the CD consoles, and the Blu-ray consoles. I love having the boxes stacked on the walls to display my collection of games. There's something about pulling the game from the shelf and putting it into the console that is so satisfying. Unless you've done it like I have, I can't really explain the feeling. Come to think of it, I love doing that with films too, whether it be DVDs, VHS tapes, or reels. I did that once and it was amazing. Even when it comes to PC games, I choose physical over digital, even though it's more organized and easier to buy games digitally. I recently bought StarCraft 1 Battle Chest on CD-ROM rather than Digi. I could have easily had bought them digitally and already be playing instead of waiting almost a week for them to arrive in the mail, but instead, I chose physical. For me personally, it doesn't make any sense since I have a great laptop I can take anywhere that has enough space for all these games. Of course I'm not going to lug around all my games with me, so why not buy it digitally? I think the only answer I have is what I said before. There's something about owning the boxes to display and putting the game into the console. Well, there's that and the distaste I have with PC gaming and the uncertainty that my computer can actually handle the games I want to play, so yeah. Lastly, and the one I feel most strongly about, is music. I never buy music digitally. I just don't. It feels like such an insult to the artist by doing so. Maybe I should explain what music I listen to. I am a metalhead. I support bands, not individual artists, so I always feel more goes into an album than when it's done by one or two people. To us metalheads and myself, an album is more than an album. When I see the album physically, I can hold it and feel the passion that went into making it. Even the album cover is special. Since I listen to a lot of Viking power metal, the album art is always taken to greater heights. The art alone tells a story, which when compared to pop artists who just put their faces on it, it's kinda like the fans forget who's making the album, so the artists have to keep reminding them. And it isn't just Viking power metal. Bands from across time have created iconic album covers that have become etched into our minds. I personally love having my laptop background change every 10 seconds to show off my album covers. Today things are even more insane level, to the rest of my generation anyways. I love buying LPs, records, vinyl. I love to listen to my music on a turntable and love having the record jackets displayed on my wall. I guess working in a used book and record store for over a year turns you on to this kind of hobby, but I was like this all my life. To give you an example of how far I go for physical albums of this caliber, I own 3 copies of AC/DC's Back in Black. The CD version, which I keep in my iTunes library, an original print of the album from 1980 that I never touch, and a modern reprint of the album on vinyl. Yeah, I'm that extreme. I plan to do the same with a few more AC/DC albums, some Iron Maiden, some Twisted Sister, and probably a lot more over time. I even want to do it with more recent albums like Tears' newest Valkyria that comes out this September, and has a special pack that comes with the album on CD, 2 vinyl set, t-shirt, and pendant. Vinyl has come back in style, and I love that metal bands are putting their music on records again. Yeah, I'm way too old school for my own good, but I don't fucking care. Anyways kids, that's my take on digital media versus physical media. I'm kinda in the minority overall, but that's my choice, and fuck the rest. This is Old Man Dragon of the East Blu saying sail on, and physical media all the way. Hey guys, just want to give you a post-video message. If you like the video, please like, comment, and favorite, and if you're new here and you want more content like this, please subscribe. If you like this kind of techie videos, I highly recommend my There Is No Console War video. If you're an anime manga fan, you should check out my Bleach's Ending video, along with my series Not of the Fails of the Week. Also, please go over to XStefid's channel and check out his work because he is the guy who masters all my audio, and without him, my content would be nowhere near as good. Cheers guys, see you all in the next video.